All right, here we are on the podcast. We got Dale Mcpeek.
Cheers, man.
Fuck yeah, good to have you on.
Thanks for having me,
Yeah,
dude.
man. One of the funniest guys in the city.
Appreciate that, man. Thanks for having me in your apartment, you know?
Yeah, he said it was like a sitcom. I'm hot about that.
Oh, no, it's like a it's like an Adam Sandler, like a bar, like you've turned it into like almost like a Big Daddy-ish. Like you got the goddamn.
It's like a New York apartment.
That's a real Pizza Hut.
It is. Yeah, you got a Pizza Hut lamp.
You got a Pizza Hut lamp,
Yeah.
dude. Look at this, by the way. Look at that, by the way, dude.
Yep.
That looks like a poster. But it's real, yeah. You
Yeah.
got the fucking. Of course, you would have guitars that look like that.
Yep.
You got the orange.
They
the
can't.
fucking-
They can't
yeah.
see him, but it's like got a.
They know what it
you
looks
know.
like.
They
Yeah.
know. They
Yeah.
know.
The ones that look like lightning bolts. Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, no fucking acoustic Ibanez's here.
Nope. No,
Yeah.
none of that weak shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So what? You were just about to tell me about something that happened.
So last night, you know, I'm a fun guy. I like to have fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm out late, 4 a.m. Continental, 4 a.m. bar in Chicago. Man, I get in my Uber. I go, hey, for Dale? And then I say the address, and the guy goes, yeah, gay black guy. Doesn't matter yet. But, and then this guy's driving, and I'm pretty fucked up. It's 4 a.m. I'm paying for $20 for this Uber. I'm allowed to be as drunk as I want. And I'm looking at my phone, and it says, driver has canceled the ride.
Oh damn.
And I take my headphones off, and I go, hey, man, it says you canceled the ride here. And he goes, no, I didn't. My hands are on the wheel. And I go, why does it say this? And then he's like, oh, I have another ride. I need to drop you off here. We're in Garfield Park. I noticed that we're in Garfield Park for some reason, and he's going the wrong way. So I go, hey, man, you can't leave me right here.
Is Garfield? I don't know. Garfield Park, is that a bad place to be?
You could rent an apartment for $12.
Okay, so not good.
Yeah, no, it's not good. Most of the houses are boarded up. A lot of crackheads.
Yeah.
You know, it's not good for me to be there. I wouldn't even go there during the day. All the street lights are out, obviously, because why do poor people need electricity to see where they're going, you know?
All right.
And I go, hey, man, I can't. He's like, well, you can get out or I could call the cops. I go, call the cops. You know, he calls the cops. Cops don't really care. And then he calls Uber, Uber rep, who this guy gets on speakerphone, and you can tell, another sassy black guy, another gay black dude. So now I got two gay black guys yelling at me to get out of the car. And I'm like, hey, man, I'm kind of afraid to get out of the fucking car. And then the guy kept going, I'm afraid. I'm like, I don't know if this guy's setting up to like say that he's afraid so he can shoot me or what, dude.
Jeez.
But I'm like, all right, I'm going to get out the car. But I'm just like, you motherfuckers. He's like, it's all being recorded. And I go, oh. So the one guy says, take me off a speakerphone, the rep. And then I hear him put the phone up to his ear. He goes, yeah, he's a white guy. And then I just go, oh, I see what's going on here.
Yeah.
I go, I'm going to get out. You guys are trying to turn me into a Karen right now. And I get out and I have to order I order. This is what happens when you don't order Uber Black, dude.
Yeah.
You get these scumbags in your Ford Focuses, and I'm looking at the app and I realize that I got in the wrong Uber the entire time.
Oh, you weren't even ride Uber. Oh
No,
shit.
But that's on him.
Yeah, true.
He's
yeah.
supposed to confirm, and he took me so far out of my way where I was terrified to get out of the car.
Yeah.
You know, and I woke up and I was so mad, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah. Damn.
There's nothing I can do about it. I hope one day I wouldn't even remember what the guy looked like. Dude, he just left me on the side of the road, dude. I'm like, are you crazy?
That is insane, especially
is.
right in a place like that. I've had some sketchy ones. I'll tell you, I stopped using Uber, the regular Uber, after one time, at least at night, late at night, because I had a guy pick me up, you know, in some little whatever car, and as soon as I got in here, like he was on speakerphone with somebody, and I just heard him tell whoever he was talking to, he was like, "Man, I haven't slept in 2 days."
Oh, fuck that.
You know how it is.
Yeah.
I was like, "What the fuck? The fuck is that?"
No, hell no, dude. Fuck no. I want a dude to open the door for me.
Oh yeah, I had a probably the sketchiest Uber thing I ever had. I think it ended up being a misunderstanding at the end of the day, but a little bit like your situation where I was going with so me and another comic that was in from out of town. We're doing Zany's Old Town, and I know I put in Zany's Old Town, but somehow it put in, I guess it put in Rosemont,
Yeah.
which is the other one up north.
Yeah.
And so I started to notice, like, wait a minute, we're not going the right direction. So I started telling the guy, like, hey, this isn't right. Change address. And then he didn't speak English, so he couldn't really communicate with me.
Yeah.
And then I kept trying to explain it to him, and he wasn't understanding. So eventually I was like, all right, just pull over, let us out. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wasn't even mad at this point. I was just like, pull over, let us out. And then he didn't. He kept driving. I was like, pull over, let us out. We want out.
Were you on the highway, though?
Yeah, at first. And he finally got off the interstate, and he's still driving. There was like plenty of places for him to stop. And I was like, stop, out. We want out. I just kept yelling at the guy.
Yeah.
And kept yelling at him. And I like leaned forward and yelled like right in his fucking ear. I made this the hand like I had a gun, but I didn't. But I just yelled in his ear. I was like, stop now. We want out.
Yeah, he thinks he's
like I had to make it clear like there was a threat of physical force here if you didn't stop this car. This is after me telling him like 15 times, right? And then he finally stops the car. And then so this also made me a little bit concerned about the situation. He had plastic wrap over the door handles, right, of the minivan.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, he was like, he didn't want people like opening the door, which I realized later, right? But at the time, I was like, who knows? This guy gonna murder us,
Yeah.
And so he stopped the car, and he wasn't opening the door, and we couldn't open it ourselves. Yeah. And I was like, open the door, and he goes, this is the first English I heard him say the whole time. He goes, which one?
Oh, are you kidding me? He spoke English the whole time?
Yeah, he's like, which one? I was like, this one.
Which one, dude?
Yeah, the one we need to go out of.
That's a pretty good slam, dude.
Yeah.
Which one, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, he pops the fucking back hatch.
Yeah, exactly. We climb out.
I love the fact that you get so angry, and then you got to go make people laugh.
Oh, yeah.
Just, oh, hey, guys.
Yeah.
You guys hate your parents?
Right. Yeah, sometimes I think that my mood previously, before I go on stage, doesn't affect me, but it does, I think, sometimes.
Yeah. And it's hard, too, to, like, when, like, it's, like, a certain person that fucking pisses you off like that, and you're just like, you motherfucker, dude. I go, all right.
Yeah.
You just got to bite it.
Yeah.
You just got to bite it, dude.
I'll tell you, and I'm ashamed to admit this, but I'll tell you what gets me the most is if I'm doing a set. That's one reason I love being on the road because it feels more neutral. If I'm doing a set in a place where there's like people, other comics I don't like, and they're watching me, and I get in my head about like, if I don't have a good set, they're gonna be like, yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
It's like they win if I have a bad set.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dude, that's all I think about. Are you kidding me? I go to Laugh Factory. Anytime I walk into a Lincoln Lodge or something, I'm immediately looking for people that I don't like or I know don't like me.
Yeah.
Or if I see a lineup where I'm on a show with somebody that I can't stand and I know that they publicly don't like me, I'm like, I got to fucking murder, dude.
Right.
And then nothing feels better, dude.
Oh, true. When it works out.
I've done the Just for Laugh New Faces audition a few times. Never got it, I don't know, understand why. But there's been times where there's these comics that we don't like each other. We're both on the same showcase.
Yeah.
And they're going up and everybody's bombing, dude. Everybody's bombing. And I go up and I fucking just kill. And I go, see? See, guys, that went up already? You just have to be good at this. They're in the back talking shit about you guys right now. How you're a terrible crowd. You guys work for me. Looks like you guys are working.
Yeah.
But I recently had a show at Laugh Factory where it was the nasty show. 11:30. I go up first, and I'm bombing so hard. And I was on the 9 o'clock and killed. And I'm saying the exact same words that I was. The nasty show is more like an urban crowd, and it's like going up at the fucking Apollo. Dude.
Yeah.
You better fucking impress them, dude.
Right. You got to get them early.
Oh yeah, dude. But they're not fucking with me at all.
Yeah.
And then they're like yelling shit and like,
oh damn,
why ain't your foot touching the ground all the way? Because lean on the mic stand. Dude, they're roasting my ass, dude. And it's me against all of them. It is the worst feeling I've ever felt on stage. And then one guy goes, show us your stomach. And everybody's laughing. Like, people are literally just yelling shit from the crowd.
Yeah.
Making fun of me. And everybody's laughing. This is my entire set. And then right up front, this one white lady goes, are you the kid from the Goonies all grown up? It got nothing, dude. It got nothing. And I go, what's that? I go, no, ma'am, I'm not. There's, there's been more than one fat person in history. You should know because you're one of them. Dude, the whole place went fucking nuts. The one guy that was ripping on me the whole time, he goes, there you go. And I like won them over in like the last minute. And then I just kept making fun of this lady. And that's like that's the best thing about like if that was a black comic up there and it was like an all white crowd making fun of them, no way a black dude's gonna fucking jump in and also make fun of that black comic.
Oh, right.
Yeah, dude. White people, it's every one of us for ourselves, dude. It's like I'm gonna fucking make fun of you too, because I want these guys to like me.
Yeah, that's got to be one of the best feelings of stand up is like a crowd hating you, then you win them back.
Oh, dude, yeah. There's been a few of those, but that one was like, I go, I got to get off here because they gave me the light, and I go, at least give it up for me that I got you guys in the end.
Yeah,
and then they like clap, but that was the worst I've ever felt. Somebody brought it up to me like 2 weeks later at a show. Like people were coming up to me and they're like, oh, I heard about the Laugh Factory the other day. I go, fuck, people are just out here talking about it.
yeah.
Because sometimes you know it's bad, but people go, it's not that bad. This was like, people have heard about it, you know? Like I wanted to fucking kill myself, dude. But,
Yeah, it's brutal. And you're like one of the funniest guys. It happens to everybody.
It happens to
Happens to everybody.
Dude, me and Junior went out to Peoria, Illinois.
Junior, people don't know. He's talking about Junior Stopko.
Junior Stopko went out to Peoria, Illinois. And I brought him to open because me and him switch off opening. He should definitely headline, but I was booked a headline. I had him feature, and I was like, and it was like, it's kind of like a shitty club. And like nobody really showed up. The owner of the club goes up and talks to the crowd for like 10 minutes up top, which is weird. And then he had like a bunch of like people from Peoria go up that I've never heard of and do like 5-10 minutes. So it's like 6 comics then junior than me, which is horrible. And I was like, man, this is a bad show. And I go, if Junior doesn't do well, I'm fucked. And Junior goes up and does not do well.
Damn.
And it turns into the longest hour of my life. Dude. And here's the thing: is there was 4 shows.
Yeah.
So I was like, I got to do this 3 more times.
Oh man.
And it was not good. And then the guy just wanted to talk to me about Louie, and then talk to Junior about Stanhope the whole time.
Oh damn.
Like trying to get Stanhope to come there. It's like Stanhope's not going to come to this club.
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah, that's gonna be the worst. Like people who want to try to like get to other like famous people through you. You know?
There's that one guy I told you about in Nashville. I'm not gonna say his name, but he messaged me about doing some show down there. Remember I showed him to you?
Yeah.
And then he goes, yeah, maybe you and Junior could come down together. And I go, there it is.
Yeah.
There it is. You don't want me to know. And it was like for some ridiculously low price where I wouldn't go to fucking Rockford for it. You want me to come down to Nashville to do 2 shows for this place?
Yeah.
And bring one of the funniest comics in the fucking world with me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll split them up. Are you crazy?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'll find a couch for you to sleep on. I go, I'm not sleeping on no couch, buddy. Dude. Are you crazy?
Fuck that.
You know the hotels I've stayed in? Not to be a dick. I'm happy for every opportunity, but
Yeah, but you're established though. You've done a lot of big things in comedy.
Let's live on
you should
Earth.
You should be beyond that point.
Yeah, it'd be nice if I was. Yeah, dude. I once did a show where I was opening for Louie for like a weekend. Greatest, I think it was like the first weekend I ever opened for him. And it was the greatest weekend of my life, dude. Doing theaters, doing 10 minutes, and like you're rolling with like a legend, and he's talking to you about like other legends, and it's like, what the fuck? I'm talking about Jack Nicholson to his friend, you know?
Oh, yeah. Crazy.
And then I get back and I had a show in a pizza parlor, and I bombed my ass off for 20 minutes to where a guy goes, somebody get this motherfucker off the stage. And it's just like, that's how it goes, dude.
It's like I just opened for Louie C.K.
Yeah, dude. And it's just like, you go from the highest highs, and you get humbled real quick in comedy, dude.
I've had like a very small version of that just from, going out doing a club weekend.
Yeah.
Coming back, to Nashville when I was living there, doing some local show, and it's like a tough bar show. And in my head, I'm like, oh, I'm the comedian that did that club. That's how good I am.
Yeah,
And then you tell your first joke, and it doesn't get what the guy at the club, and then it psychs you out.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's tough.
And or if you get brought up like too, this guy's the funniest dude you've seen in forever. It's like now you're building me up too much.
Oh yeah, I hate that.
And now I gotta live up to this. Like just
man.
fucking say he's funny and bring me out, dude. Say you're gonna love him.
Yeah, someone brought me up at a show in Chicago, and they were like, "This guy's a murderer," and I was like, "That's just objectively not even true.
Yeah.
It's not even true." And now, even if it was,
This guy fucking levels rooms. You've never seen nothing like it. You better put your fucking seatbelts on, boys.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Yeah.
Or if it's like a famous story with Jerry Seinfeld where he talked about that, someone bringing him out, like, "Oh, this guy's like the funniest guy of all time," or something.
Yeah.
It just like ruined his set.
Oh yeah, dude. Because now they're like, he don't seem that funny to me.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now they don't want to laugh.
Right.
Because they want to be like, oh, he's supposed to be real funny.
Right.
Not to me.
Yeah. Exactly.
People like underdogs. They don't want fucking.
Right.
They don't want to see Houston win the World Series again.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. I have that with people. Always want to. Like, do you want me to mention your YouTube channel when I bring it up? It's like, no, that's not going to help my set.
That has nothing to do with what I do.
Exactly. It's not going to help me at all.
This guy's got diabetes. Fuck. This guy.
He lost 2 toes.
Yeah, this guy gave a lady the Heimlich maneuver and saved her life 4 years ago. You're going to love him. Yeah, it has nothing to do with it. Do you get people to come out from your channel though?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
I've never been like promoted on a club show before.
Yeah.
I've always had to just do it on my own because I never headlined or anything.
Yeah.
So I don't know what my draw actually would be, but yeah, people would come.
I mean, we were out the other night, and my buddy came up and the bar back, and then he like tapped me on the shoulder. I go, "What's up, man?" And then he brought shots, and I go, "Oh, thanks." And then they were for you, and I'm like, "This is weird, dude. I don't like this." I'm like, "This is different." Yeah.
It's small though.
Yeah.
What are you one of those comics that you love doing? You like doing the road a lot?
I like the road for like maybe a week at a time.
Okay.
And then I want to be back at my house,
Yeah,
with
I get
my
that.
cat,
I get that.
Nobody wants to be.
Especially if you're doing it all the time. I enjoy. I've done for the longest I've ever been out was like 20 days, 21 days or something like that.
Damn,
There's something kind of fun about just if you're out there for like a longer period of time, you're
Yeah.
like, this is just my life now. You know?
Yeah, dude. That's why I was always, when I was a teenager, I always wanted to be in a band. Because it seemed like fucking dope. You're just in a van with your friends for fucking.
Oh yeah.
But then you get older and you're like, man, I'm in a van with 5 dudes for fucking 3 weeks. It seems awful.
That's why to me the lifestyle of being a comic is so much better than being in a band because you can go out with your friends and if you realize like some of them you don't get along with as much as you thought you did, then you don't go out with them again.
Yeah.
You go out by yourself or whatever.
I mean, I love Junior to death. Okay. But me and him went on a 2-week road trip, and I'm telling you, 3 weeks. After about a week and a half, it was like, all right, let's fucking wrap this shit up. Because it was, and we weren't even doing shows. We were just, Junior's he's playing the Venga Boys. The Venga buses coming as we're going through the desert. And
he's a wild dude.
I'm coming off of acid from when I was in Vegas the day before. And I'm just like, man, he's a lot of bathroom breaks with that guy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We had he's great.
There's something though. I've always thought like you have a close friend when you can be mad at them.
Oh yeah,
and you're still friends.
Oh dude, yeah. There's been nights where we've gone, because we would like share a hotel room and they're like 2 queens, and like I would be so pissed when we got back to the room. I just like lay there like his angry wife, dude.
Where have you been all night?
And he like just known to not talk to me for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
Because dude, here's the thing. After shows, I like to find a bar and get drunk. It's just what I like to do. You know, some people they don't like to do that, and they're like, "Oh, let's check this out," or and then you're just like, "No, dude, I need to find a bar, dude. You don't understand." But
Yeah, I feel like I'm somewhere in the middle. I like
Yeah.
to indulge on the road,
yeah,
but I don't like to. I don't like to do it too many consecutive days, and then it starts to wear on me.
yeah. I'm never on the road for that long at a
Yeah.
time, but my favorite thing to do is when I'm opening for somebody big, like a theater or something, on the road. Is I'll go to like a bar down the street where like people are waiting for the show to start, you know.
Oh,
And I'll,
right,
like, sit
that's
in there,
cool. I
and
never
I'll,
thought
like,
about that.
And I like sit there and I'll just like drink, because like you know some of the people I open for they don't have alcohol in the green room, you know?
Right.
So I'll go do that and like sit there and drink, you know, and people are like talking about the show, and then I have a few shots and I go back to get ready for the show, and then when I come out, there's a few of them that I know are like, that's that fucking guy that was right next to
Yeah, he was at the bar.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
He didn't say a fucking word. When he was on
Yeah.
the show. And that's just for me, you know.
Right. That's so cool. I like that.
That's just for me.
Yeah.
It's like a fun little thing.
Dude, I think about.
That motherfucker we're making fun of.
I think about that sometimes. If I'm like hosting at a club, and before the show's about to start, so they don't know I'm on the show,
Yeah.
and I'm like in the bathroom, and you know, I'm in the bathroom with people, and then whatever, or like you hold the door open for someone. You know, it's like you gotta be nice. You don't want to like be an asshole in that situation. You know,
Yeah.
like oh that fucking guy, that's the guy.
Yeah. They're like, that's the guy that was doing blow in the bathroom.
He was sticking the place up.
Yeah. What the fuck? Yeah. I know him. But here's the thing I don't like now about Laugh Factory is it sounds stupid, but they have you on the marquee before the show,
Mm-hmm.
and they picked a picture of mine where I'm like giving the finger.
So it's like fuck this guy.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, this guy thinks he's a bad boy, and I go on stage and they automatically don't like me now
Oh damn.
because I'm just there like, and it was like just a photo I took like, just fucking around one day with the photographer there.
Yeah.
And now it's on the marquee, which is something weird to complain about, but it's
Yeah.
this is all I think about at all times. Like what things about me people are gonna not like.
Right,
Anything,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's tough. I have that issue just because of my size. You know, I'm 6'8".
Yeah.
I'm a bald white dude. Like I have to deal with
Yeah.
that. You know.
Yeah.
People are like, we don't hear nothing this guy has to say.
Oh, dude, you left the bar the other day, and remember that guy that was all fucked up as you were leaving the door, like, you know?
I
You
think so.
remember?
Yeah.
I was showing you his guns on my phone.
Yeah.
And he goes, I go, yeah, dude, that dude has like a gun thing. He go, is that Hickok? And he's like, is he still here? And I was like, no, he's probably gone, dude. You're so lucky that he didn't recognize you, dude, because this guy was so fucked up. And he's just, he's a wild ass
Dude, that's what I love about this too. There's bars open till 5 a.m. And then there's
Oh.
bars that open at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
So you just got basically you could drink till 5 a.m., go to the Golden Apple for a couple hours, and then you could hit another bar.
When I used to work at a 4 a.m., it was like 5 on Saturdays, and then we wouldn't be done till like 6, and then we'd hang out. The times where I've hung out afterwards till like 9 a.m. getting
Yeah.
drunk.
Hell
It,
yeah.
It's like gates come over the windows so you can't see outside.
Yeah.
So, but as soon as you open that back door, dude, the sunshine hits you, and there's like kids going to school.
Yeah.
It's bad. It's bad.
Yeah. Kids going to school, that is bad. Yeah.
There's like Dunkin'. There was a Dunkin' Donuts by my house in a gas station. I'd go in there, like walk in. I'd stumble. It's like a block from my house. I'd stumble home from the bar. And I'd go in the gas station. I'm like standing in line with 7 children, just trying to get hash browns from fucking Dunkin' Donuts. And I'm like, this is my fucking life, dude. You know? And they're just like, why does it smell like that?
It's like a Waffle House in the morning
Oh,
where
yeah.
you know, it's like 2 ships passing in the night.
Oh, dude.
People
yeah.
that have been up all night and people that are awake. It's so tough to be around people that are all awake early and excited when you've been up all night though.
Dude, that's the thing about there's like I got a lawyer like emailing me, and I look at the time she emailed me. It's like 9 a.m. and I'm like, fuck, dude. It like even that like today when you hit me up and you're like, "How's Tucson?" I was like, "Man, that's fucking early." But then I had to do that. I had to go there, and they were like, "What time works for you to come in?" I go, "Anything after 2." And they're like, "How about 2?" And I go, "That's fine." You know, it's like, okay, you could say 2:30.
Right.
But I was like, I'm not going downtown at 9 a.m.
That's yeah.
I live a different life than you guys.
Yeah.
I got left on the side of the road in fucking Garfield Park at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Dude, and that was like the longest 20 minutes of my life. Just waiting for a Lincoln Navigator to pick me up.
Oh damn.
And then there's like a paddy wagon that goes by.
Dude.
And then they did a U-turn and they go, "Did somebody call?" And I go, "No." I was just so mad, dude. Yeah. I didn't even want the cops' help. I just like, get the fuck away from me. Just mad.
Yeah, I got a Uber Black one time. I ordered the XL and then a black. You know, sometimes you'll get the Uber Black when you order XL.
Yeah.
And I was in kind of I was leaving. I saw Chappelle at the United Center, and I was kind of in a rough area, a little bit like that. And guy came, and I was actually more freaked out when I got in the car because this guy had like 8 TV screens, right? And then he was mic'd up. So he's talking to me, and it's like playing in through this, like his voice was coming through the sound system of the car. Fuck? It was an Escalade. I was like, this is too much, dude.
Yeah,
this is too much for this late at night.
Have you gotten the ones with the massage chairs?
No, that sounds nice though.
Buddy, dude, that's different.
Yeah.
You do that, dude. I take the.
So let me add some extra stops.
And yeah, dude, I take them to like work, and I work at the shittiest dive bar you've ever seen.
That's so funny.
And people are like and I'm late to open the bar, so there's like old men standing in front. And I just get out of this Lincoln Navigator, dude. Yeah. It's like, how much money do you make here?
Do you have a car? You just Uber?
Yeah, I just Uber.
That's cool.
I looked at it the other day, and last year I spent $12,000 on Uber. So it's like
yeah, we think about the math. I mean, cars are expensive.
Yeah,
they really are. You know,
it's like $1,000 a month for me to get around, but I don't got to worry about getting a DUI.
Yeah,
don't got to fucking worry about, fucking
right.
Tickets, all that shit.
Yeah, cars are so much more expensive than we realize because you got your payment, you've got the insurance, you got the gas, and then you've got the deterioration and the maintenance, everything, and then the deterioration of the value when you sell it.
I don't got to change oil. I don't have to do shit.
Parking tickets.
I don't give a fuck what the tire pressure is.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
You get picked up from one door and dropped off at another. You don't have to look for parking, dude. Going downtown, parking's like $4 an hour now.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
It's crazy. Do you have a car?
I do. I have to because I go back and forth. To Tennessee.
You drive.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I do drive.
Yeah.
That's one thing. If you got a car, it's better you got to use it.
Yeah.
That's because if you own a car and you Uber in this city, that's when it gets real expensive.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I like to say if I ever quit drinking, then I'll think about getting a car. Yeah. But it's like anytime we're going out, I'm like going to do a show or something. I'm drinking or I'm going out to dinner. It's something nice about like being on a date and you have like a nice Uber pick you up and drops you off or like picks you up.
You don't have to like clean up your car.
Yeah. I've there's been times at like open mics where like like Rovan and all those fuckers. Mm-hmm. They're like hanging out outside of North Bar, and like I used to work there, so I'd be there with like a chick, and I'd go to leave, and I get like Uber Black, and just in front of all these open micers, just get in with this fucking cute lady and just leave, and it's the best feeling, And then I would throw $20 bills at Rovan. He's like, "You fat fuck!" I go, "Here, go get this." And he chases after the money. It's a fun thing to do.
It's hilarious. So you like stayed with Stanhope at his place, right, in Bisbee?
Yeah, dude. Me and Junior did. For like
that's
a week.
Awesome.
Nicest guy.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I bet that place is cool as hell, right? It's like so he has like it's like a hotel that he runs or owns or something, right?
There's a hotel in the town. It's weird because it's like Old Bisbee and New Bisbee. He lives in Old Bisbee, and they're about 15-minute drive from each other down the highway. And the hotel is in Old Bisbee or New Bisbee, whatever it is. But everybody has his address, and like if they're willing to come down there, it's 5 miles from the border of Mexico, dude. It's fucking you climb the mountain behind his house, you can see the fucking border.
That's cool.
So he's like, if you guys are willing to come down here, I'll have a beer with you.
That's awesome.
And then he puts them up in I forgot what it's called. Something shaggy or something.
Yeah,
something. But
it's like a bunch of trailers.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. No, yeah, he doesn't own it. His buddy owns it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd love to go down there. I got a friend I knew from you know the club in Tucson, Laughs.
Yeah.
Great club. I've worked it a bunch of times, and
yeah.
I knew a comic from out there that had, because apparently Stanhope will come up to Tucson sometimes and just like pop in on local shows and shit like that, you know, and hang out.
Yeah.
He knew him well, but
I don't know what
sounds
he's doing
fun
now since his house burned down.
Oh yeah,
that shit ever get fixed?
Yeah, I ran into as luck would have it, I ran into Junior the night that happened.
Yeah.
Right, and Junior didn't know me that well, so I was just like looking for something to say, and I was like, man, I saw Doug's house burn down. It's crazy. And Junior goes, don't worry, I've already made fun of him for it. Like he's like, we put you at ease. I've already made fun of him for it.
I love
it's
that.
Like, all right.
I'm wondering, it must be his main house.
Yeah. That's crazy.
But I mean, the amount of cigarettes they fucking smoke in that place, I'm surprised it didn't burn down years ago.
Oh, yeah. You know, Stanhope mentioned me on his podcast one time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So when I first started comedy, it's like all comics, I had a different idea of what the trajectory of how long it takes to do this. So I was just like, very like, all right, I'm doing things. I'm making moves, right?
Yeah.
And I started this show, and it was called, it was like a YouTube series. It was called Comedians Shoot Machine Guns, where I took local comedians from Nashville, where I started, and we would do like, it was like comedians in cars, right? We'd do like an interview. We'd talk when we were driving there, and then we'd like shoot a machine gun.
Yeah.
I later realized like no one gave a shit about like open micers on a show, you know? So what I did was
that guy works at Denny's.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, I probably should have kept going with it, but whatever. I saw Doug was going to be in town, and I hit him up, and he actually responded. And we actually had a couple back and forths, and he told me, and this was like about 2016, and he said he just had shoulder surgery. He said he would have done it if he didn't just have surgery.
Yeah.
You know, and then someone sent me a link from his podcast where he was like, yeah, this guy in Nashville was like, come shoot machine guns. Like, that sounds awesome, but I couldn't do it or something.
Yeah.
That was where I saw Junior the first time when he came
Zanies?
to Nashville at Zanies,
Yeah, Junior goes on the road with him a lot.
That was the most unhinged show. They did like 2.5 hours. You know, I knew just enough about comedy at that time. I understood how it worked. It's like you had the host, the feature, and then the headliner. And I'm watching the show. I'm sitting there like I'm so excited to see Doug, you know. Didn't know anything about Junior at that time. And then Doug walks out. He walks out first. And he starts talking about how, like, I just put out a special, and I forgot that meant I had to have new material.
Yeah.
So he just had all these notes and all the shit he was working on.
That's cool.
And he did one of my favorite things I've seen a comic do on stage. He goes, in the middle of him doing a set, he answers the phone, and he picks up the phone. He goes, you ever seen him do this before?
No.
He's like, answers the phone. He goes, hello? Right in the middle of this packed out club. Hello? Yes. What time is it? Right. So what am I probably doing right now? Exactly. I'll call you later.
That's
and
so
he hung up the
funny.
phone and just like continued his set.
That's so funny, dude. You know, I work an hour a day.
Right. And you call me in this 1 hour.
I haven't heard from you all day.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. It was probably bingo, probably, right?
Probably. Who knows? He's got a whole crew down there, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
He's got a guy that for fucking everything. He's got Chaley and his wife who do pretty much everything for him. They live next door. It's like connected. He's got a whole network of homes.
Oh, wow.
It's fucking weird. But he's got like a couple like weirdos that live in town that are like fix his car and shit and like just
Interesting.
just do stuff for him. His lawyer's there sometimes for some reason.
He's like a Hunter S. Thompson, basically.
Dude, yeah, he's got it figured out. Dude.
Oh, yeah.
He keeps
He's
his
the man.
people. He's got like a small circle, and they like. He's got it made, dude, and they're like very protective of him too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the man.
Yeah,
There was the one thing when I was down there, him and Junior recording a podcast, and I didn't want to do it because I was like, I don't want to fucking let them do their thing.
Yeah.
And the one dude, I think his name was Kenny or something. I needed to go get cigarettes, And after the podcast, I was like, "Can you take me to get cigarettes?" The guy's all drunk. He's like, "Yeah." And Doug's like, "No, you're not going to get cigarettes." He's like, "Clark, how many drinks have you had?" Because he kept calling me Clark. The whole time he called me Clark, dude. He refused to call me Bill. He's like, "Yeah, your name's Clark now." And then he goes, "Just take the Buick or whatever." And I go, "Huh?" He's like, "The car out front, you know?" And I go, "Yeah, okay. You got the keys?" He's like, "They're in the car." Dude, this guy just leaves. He's got like a row of 5 cars just like out on the street in front of his house. And they just have the keys in them. And he just fucking, and I just drove to like the gas station in his car. And I'm like, this is the most surreal fucking thing I've ever, what is going on? To buy cigarettes. And then I get to the gas station and the lady's like, "Oh, you staying with Doug?" Because she's
She recognized the car?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
It's like a town of like 200 people, dude. He's like the mayor down there. It's fucking nuts.
That's so funny.
I think they have a comedy club there too.
In Bisbee? Huh.
Yeah, in like the old Bisbee or whatever.
Huh. I know it's where Trimmers was set.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It does, right?
Fucking desert.
Yep.
When I was down there, Michael Bean was there.
Yeah, they're good buddies, right?
Yeah, he lives like next door now.
Huh.
And Michael Bean from he's Kyle Reese from Terminator.
Right.
He's in the movie Aliens. He plays Johnny Ringo in Tombstone.
Yeah.
And Bisbee's like 45 minutes from Tombstone. That's cool.
Tombstone's cool. Have you been?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you gotta check it out.
We were gonna go through it, but like I said,
So cool.
at the end of that trip, me and Junior were just like, let's get the fuck home.
Yeah.
We drove to Pasadena the next day. And then from Pasadena, because we were taking turns buying hotel rooms, from Pasadena, Junior just drove all the way back, like 19, 20 hours.
Yeah.
And I go, "You motherfucker really didn't want to pay for the hotel room tonight, did you?" It was crazy. We got back at, I think we left at like 11 a.m. that time and got back at 5 a.m. Chicago time. Yeah. And it was the day of the election. And I was like, man.
Oh, wow.
I go, "Dude, let's at least stay in St. Louis. That way, if some shit pops off, we're not in Chicago." You know what I mean? But that's, that's when people were allowed to break windows and stuff.
Yeah. I heard it got pretty crazy down here.
You weren't here yet?
Up here. No, I was not here yet when all that was going on.
Oh, my God. Well, here's the thing.
I heard I don't want to say where I live, but on a particular street that I live on, it got pretty crazy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Are you kidding me? I live not too far from here.
Yeah.
Dude, it was like the world was collapsing, dude. It was, every business had their windows knocked out. And it was so funny because everything was on lockdown. But like it was like all these people go from like, "Oh yeah, stay safe, stay 6 feet apart," to 30,000 of them marching down the street, hugging and shit. They didn't care about the virus then, and this is 2 months later. And then as soon as the riots were back over, now they're like masked up again. Dude, also you're part of a riot and you're wearing a mask. Right. Not like a bandana mask, but like a fucking COVID mask. I watch these fucking 2 kids, because I live in like a kind of like Puerto Rican neighborhood, There's not a lot of white people. And I see these fucking kids outside my window. They're like trying to be part of it, these white kids, dude. And they take this big ass rock and bust this car window. And I'm like trying to be a part of the cause, And like I watched that. I'm like, dude, it's like this old Mexican guy's car. These fucking kids, dude, they want to be part. They just have anger that they want to get rid of, and they're using this as like a fucking reason to do it.
Right.
It was nuts, man. And then I think like a few months later, I was in St. Louis, and I had broken up with my girlfriend and went on like a rented a cabin for a week, and so I could do like mushrooms and just like feel my emotions.
Right.
Cry in the woods.
Yeah, I gotcha.
And then the last 2 days I was there, I had popped off again for some reason, and it was crazy, dude. That shit seems like it never happened.
Yeah, I think we're in the era with it, being the fall of 2023. We're in this period of time where it's like we're trying to forget it.
Yeah.
But I think in another couple of years, we'll start to realize how crazy it was.
Oh, it's
really
gonna
was.
be it's gonna be in history books.
Oh, big time, big
Dude.
time.
George Floyd is like the new like I didn't know. I'm too young to know who the fuck Rodney King is, but like
Yeah,
I know the name. You know what I mean? That's kind of like how kids now who are like 20 years old, they think of 9/11 the same way I thought of Pearl Harbor.
Oh,
Where it's
right.
like something
Right.
that like didn't affect me. I didn't witness it,
yeah.
but I know that it's like a tragedy.
Yeah, I was at open mic last night, and there's this comic that's like 19. It went up, and I was just thinking about, fuck, dude, this guy was born in 2004.
There was a guy.
You know?
There was a guy last night. Yeah, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, dude?
Yeah.
The season finale of SpongeBob? The fuck? There was a kid last night came into the bar, and I was just sitting there. My night off. My buddy Mario, who's bartending, goes, these like French students, the Swedish kids came in, and they've been coming in for a few weeks, and they're like 21, 22. And then there was this new one. He goes, I don't know you. Can I see your ID? And this motherfucker had like shaved the 4 to look like a 1. And he's like, this kind of looks like a 4. He's like, what's this look like? And I looked at him. I go, are you crazy, dude? You think we don't know? Like, he thought he was going to slick one, dude. 19 years old.
Damn.
Holy shit, dude. When I was 19, what was it? Oh, yeah, dude, no. I don't know, man. That's pretty funny to think about.
Yeah. What age were you when you started stand up?
20. Oh, I think my first open mic was like a week before I turned 22.
22. Okay. I started pretty late. 27.
Yeah, I mean, fucking a lot of people.
22 is a good time.
A lot of people. I've noticed that like a lot of people start a lot earlier now.
They do, like kids. I almost feel like, I mean, if you start a little later, you come with more life experience.
Yeah.
You know, but then also you're older, having to go through like the really grind parts of it. You know, there's good and bad to both. You know, also, I feel like if I'd started when I was 18, I would have probably, I don't know, I wouldn't have stuck with it probably.
Yeah. Well, the first time I ever attempted to go up, I was blackout drunk. And right before I went up, they threw me out of the bar. And I think if I would have went up that time, I would have never pursued it again. That was at Cole's open mic.
Oh, damn.
And then I went up a week later and did great because I tried not to drink. And then, you know, I had such stage fright that I had to get drunk. And I remember Tim Meadows was there.
That's cool.
And I remember thinking, oh, this is what it's like all the time.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Celebrities everywhere. I'm going to be a fucking star.
Yeah.
Last time I seen him, you know, I haven't seen Tim Meadows since.
I remember my first time, this was not when I went up. It was the week right before I went up for the first time. We were watching all the comics, and there was this guy there that, like, had this set that was, it, like, just blew the roof out the place. Like, it was incredible, you know? And I remember thinking, like, wow, okay, that's how good people are. And then I later found out, like, no, he's just, like, one of the best comics around, you know? Most, that's, like, very, very rare to be that good.
Yeah, when I started, there was this one dude, he's still around here and there, but I remember seeing him do a show at this basement bar, and he murdered so hard. And I was, like, sitting right up front. I think I had just started stand-up, like, 2 months before. And I was like, man, dude, I don't know if I can fucking...
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do that.
Yeah.
and then I've known him now. He's like a friend of mine now, but he's like, it's just that was like the one good set he's ever had.
Oh yeah.
And it happened to be the first time I seen him, and I was like, this guy's incredible.
All right.
But
you see him the next 7 times, like, oh, kind of had a rough set, and he eventually realized, like, wait a minute, maybe this guy's not good.
Yeah. Everybody makes fun of you.
Yeah. No one respects you. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Right. cut to 10 years later. So his dog is biting a child in the face at a fucking barbecue. That really happened not too long ago. He goes, "No, dog don't bite. Dog don't bite."
That's all. Yeah, that's always what they say.
And I think Blake Burkhart and Michael Myers were the ones that told me that this dude brought his dog to this barbecue in our friend's backyard, and the dog dog ran up and just bit this kid in the face. And he's like, well, you know, the dog, he was kind of petting the dog. And I go, yeah, you brought it's a child. He said he didn't bite. And the fucking kid had like lost his mom like the week before.
Yeah.
So it's like the first time he's like gone out, like your mom dies and then you get bit in the face by a dog. Just the fucking worst week of your life.
Yeah, that's tough.
It's all uphill from there, though.
Right.
You know, downhill.
That's why I don't trust. I would never like as much of a gun guy as I am, or like home defense, whatever. I would never get a guard dog.
Yeah.
Because I just don't trust. I don't trust an animal to make like human decisions. You know what I mean?
No, dude.
No,
No
that's
way.
scary. That's scary.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about all these videos of the dog running up to the soldier coming home.
Oh yeah,
dude. You fucking dude. No, dude, that dog can flip. And look at fucking Siegfried and Roy, dude.
That's right. Yeah.
All it took was one time.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it only happened once. It only had that. I think the guy's still fucked up.
Yeah. I saw those tigers when I was in Vegas.
Really?
Yeah, they got like a little behind the, I guess it was the Mirage, I guess. They've got like a little zoo, and those tigers are back there. And I'll tell you, one of them was eating out of this bowl, and another one was like kind of coming up around, and it was doing that like real deep guttural growl that they do. Oh, man. And man, there was something just like, I'd never heard that sound live before.
Yeah.
And it was just something like just deep in my bones that I just knew like danger,
Yeah. How about the fact that there's places in the world where people are just outside living with those things?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like at any moment.
Yeah.
Like people that go for jogs and then like a mountain lion runs out.
Oh, man.
Are you fucking crazy? You got to have a gun.
Yeah.
I think the one that I just saw was the guy who fucking shot the thing.
Yeah.
I shot at it twice before it took off.
I'll tell you, one of my favorite wild animal gun stories of all time was this guy in Alaska, right? And he went to walk his dog. And and the crazy part is, he went to walk his dog, and then right as they started to walk, he realized, like, oh, I forgot my gun. Yeah. And so he goes back inside. He's got this .454 Casull revolver. It's like a super powerful revolver. And so he's hiking, whatever, walking with the dog. And he hears this like kind of weird noise, and he turns around and looks, and there's a brown bear just in a dead sprint coming right at him, right? So he pulls the pistol. First two, just because of his nerves, the first two shots miss. And then the third shot catches him right over the top of his head and hits him in the spine and drops him like right in front of him. Yeah. And then he goes to shoot him again to make sure he's dead, and the gun is locked up and it won't fire. So he survived.
Yeah.
But if he had missed with the third shot, he was done.
He was fucking dead. Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah.
And he paralyzed the bear, dude.
Yeah, he just got super lucky.
That's crazy. Because if you would have hit him in any other spot, he'd still be.
Oh yeah, big time.
Wild.
Well, so what happened was, it's a mistake that a lot of people make, is if you have like a about to get sciencey on you here. Yeah. If you have like a really heavy bullet, which is what you want to take down a bear, then what happens is the recoil is so strong on the gun that you're basically using inertia to separate that, because the brass is so much lighter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got like a heavy thing here and a light thing here.
Okay.
And it's being jerked back, and the lead wants to stay put.
Right.
So the bullet comes out, actually will come out from the case, and then the cylinder can't spin.
Oh, okay.
So that was what happened.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
That's wild.
So remember that if you're ever in Alaska.
Yeah. If I'm ever in Alaska, if I'm ever out there. But dude, imagine if he didn't go back and get his gun.
Exactly. There were so many things in that situation that almost ended his life.
Yeah. Have you seen the video of the chick? She's like snowboarding. She's got her headphones on.
I don't think so, no.
She like starts to snow, and behind her you can kind of see like a bear come into frame, like maybe 50 feet behind her, and it starts sprinting, dude.
Oh,
but
shit.
she's like strapping on her thing still, and it's like running at her, and she has her headphones on. And she's like singing, dude, and then she like fucking just starts. And then it's like, man, it got like close enough to like 10 feet behind her. Yeah. And then she starts to go, and she's like in a groove, and it's still running downhill, and then it tires out. And then she goes for like another couple hundred feet, and then she stops. But like the thing gave up, and she probably didn't know until she saw the video.
Oh my God.
It's fucking nuts. Like a little GoPro,
Yeah, that's terrifying.
I don't even know how it was set up. Yeah, she must have just had it like on the stick thing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, dude, that thing would have got her, dude.
Oh, man.
That bear would have got canceled.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, dude. Fuck.
Yeah, it would never fucking work again.
Never.
Yeah, we're so lucky we don't have to deal with that. And it
Yeah.
is pretty crazy when you really think about how recently it's kind of safe to be a human being.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, dude. We were fucking running around naked and shit. That doesn't
Yeah.
even make sense.
and you get hurt and you're done.
Yeah.
You know, if it's a bad injury, you're just done. There's no way to fix it.
Dude, I was walking to a few years ago. I had got knee surgery and I was walking to physical therapy, and it was like right along the train tracks, the place I went to, and I'm like walking, and it's like early in the morning, and I like see like a dog almost, and I realize it's a fucking coyote,
Oh, yeah.
and it's like
Yeah.
like tromping down the fucking street, come like towards me, and I get so scared, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my fucking God, what do I do? And then the thing just like turned and went. But imagine if that thing came after. That's a coyote, dude. That's
Yeah,
not even like
exactly.
a wolf.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fucking nuts, dude. We were probably getting our shit fucked up by animals.
all the time.
Till we made like little sticks with fucking
Yeah.
knives. Dude.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Well, also, yeah, back in those days, maybe it was better because that's all they had to worry about. You know,
Mhm.
now we got to worry about all the fucking parking tickets and fucking
Yeah.
holding down a job. You know.
Yeah, you just had to worry about living.
Yeah, exactly.
You ain't got to worry about saying the wrong word at the wrong time.
Right.
You know, you don't.
Yeah.
You don't got to worry about booking not enough women on a lineup. Oh no,
Yeah.
having a diverse enough lineup.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't gotta. Yeah, nobody needed fucking Zoloft
Yeah.
back then.
Right.
Yeah, it was
They made
all-
the fucking of the new Ninja Turtles movie. They made one of them a girl.
Oh, the what?
Yeah, they made Donatello a lady.
No, they didn't.
Yeah,
No, they didn't.
they did
Are
on
you
the new one. Yeah.
What's the name? Donatella?
I forget what the name of the
There's
new
no
one
way.
is. Yeah. What's it called? It's just called Mutant Mayhem Ninja Turtles. Yeah.
Are they even teenagers anymore?
I think so. Yeah.
They really made one a woman.
Yeah.
Do you see what they're doing with the Snow White?
No, what they doing with Snow
You
White?
haven't seen that?
No, I haven't seen that.
Google a
All right.
picture of the Snow White.
All right.
It's not the Seven Dwarves anymore.
We need a Jamie for this podcast.
Yeah. Need a Mac Nepper.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, Mac.
Snow White, what? Or like so, 2024.
Yep. Look at the picture, dude.
All right.
So they're not doing dwarves anymore.
What picture am I looking for?
You're looking for.
I just see.
Let me see.
I just see that.
No. So it's not live. Type in live action Snow White.
Okay.
It is. Let's see here. Okay, where are we at? Oh, they probably took a. Oh, here we go. Here they are. There they are.
That's those are the dwarfs. Okay.
There's one dwarf. There's and there's two ladies. Look at them. They got everything that you need under the sun, so nobody complains.
Oh Jesus. It's like a
There's a date them in there somewhere.
It's like a remember the science. You know where this started? It started in like the fucking school books, textbooks. Remember that?
What?
You know, because it'd be like you'd be open your science book, and it'd be like a group project. You know, and then they would show like 4 whatever like people they had photographed just for that. You know,
Oh yeah.
and there was always like one in a wheelchair.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I was like, where are these guys? Like
Yep.
these books act like half of everyone's in a fucking wheelchair.
Well, yeah. Now they got. I was watching a Samsung commercial the other day, and the person on it had like Down syndrome. I go, all right, what are we doing, dude?
Yeah.
Who's upset that
Yeah.
these guys don't know what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to appease them.
Yeah.
You think their life dream is to be an actor dancing in a fucking Boost Mobile commercial?
Dude, I'll tell you, Shane Gillis has some of the best jokes about Down
Oh, yeah,
syndrome.
dude.
It's so great because he comes from also it like comes from a place of it's like not a hateful place, so people can't really talk shit
Oh, yeah,
about
dude.
it.
He's real
It's
good
so
at that.
funny.
He's so good at that line.
So funny. You know the one from his new special, his new hour about the grilled cheese.
That shit is so funny, dude.
Dude, he's like, yeah, because he goes,
We could do grilled cheese, Danny.
Yeah, he's like, "Where'd you get that cheese, Danny?" Because he goes to the restaurant. It brings him to the restaurant, whatever. It's like, I think he's making them at night, and he looks at him like, I'm making them at night.
That dude is so funny.
It's crazy.
He's got that thing that he does where he's like, I think I'll make him at night.
Yeah. He's so good at like funny faces.
Oh, dude, yeah.
He's about to be the most copied stand-up for sure. I already
sure.
see it with open micers all
For
the time.
sure, dude, for sure.
And I even like really try to, because it's so many people are copying him. I get really in my head about like, all right, let me make sure I'm not, you know.
When I started, a lot of people were doing a lot of Hannibal Buress.
Oh, okay, interesting.
And I even caught myself doing it at one point, and I had to like pull back. And like, what am I doing?
Yeah, you gotta watch. It can happen to anyone. But it's crazy when people are not conscious of it at all.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen some comics where it's like you're just doing an impression of a famous comedian.
There's a guy that I don't know if he's still around. He was around a few years ago. He would come to North Bar a lot where they had open mics, and Hannibal would hang out at North Bar sometimes, you know. And he this guy would always do like it was like watching Hannibal up there, you know.
Hannibal Buress, by the way. There's probably people listening that don't like Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah, he's fucking eating people up there.
Chicago's fucking dangerous.
Yeah, no, he was like doing his cadence, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this guy's been doing this too long to not know.
Right.
And one day Hannibal was in the room when he was doing it, and I thought it was the funniest thing. 'Cause the guy didn't realize Hannibal was there until he got off stage. And you could tell he kind of like, oh fuck. He thought he was getting away with it, you know.
Yeah.
But Hannibal don't care. He's fucking making music or something now.
Yeah, that's crazy. I feel like comics get away with that so much easier than they do stealing jokes. That's something that's always bothered me. To me, it's almost worse. You know, it's you take a joke, you're taking a part of their act. It's like if you talk like them, you're taking their whole shit. You're taking everything from them.
Yeah.
You know.
One of my buddies is pretty successful now, and he used to do like I never even do you know Kurt Metzger?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I knew my buddy before I knew Kurt Metzger or even saw his shit. And I was watching him one day, and I was like, oh, this is exactly what he does.
Yeah.
And I was like, this motherfucker's been ripping off Kurt Metzger since I known him. And I thought he was the funniest dude, but he's been doing his cadence. He's since stopped doing it, and you know, he's real popular on Instagram.
That's something I've been thinking about with my own act lately. Like guys like you, and of course stand-up being the key, Stanhope being like the king of this. I like when stand-ups they're using their own voice.
Yeah.
To like do their act. You know,
you'll never see another Junior.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh no.
He's fucking that motherfucker, dude.
Yeah, he just is that guy.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
He's.
I feel like with my own jokes, I still have to put a little zing on them to like try to get them to land or whatever.
Oh yeah.
But I like when I like watching you. It's like, you know, you have a way of just where it's like you're talking, but there's like jokes hidden in just you up there talking. That's like where I want to get. Yeah. That's what I want to get to eventually.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I gotta figure out how I do that so I can write new jokes.
Oh yeah.
I've been trying to write a new fucking hour for like the last 2 years.
Yeah, that's tough, man. I go through that sometimes. It's weird. Like I feel like I'll get a bunch of ideas at one time, and then I'll go months and not have anything new.
Yeah, they're all like fucking 3% completed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, there's something here, and then there's never anything there.
Yeah. You're like, I'll get it later. Or the thing I do a lot is I come up with an idea when I'm in like a bed, and I'll be like, man, that's a good idea. I should write that down, put it in my phone. I go, I'll remember it.
Right, yeah.
I never remember it.
Yeah.
It's gone.
I'm the worst at that. I've had the opposite happen, too, where I think of something, I forget to write it down, I realize it, and I start trying to retrace my steps in my mind.
Oh, yeah.
It takes me like 30 minutes to get back to it, and then I get back to it, and I'm like, oh, this is why I don't remember it. It sucked.
Yeah,
it was terrible.
Yeah.
I apparently decided that it wasn't good, and I just forgot.
There's that shit you write down when you're like drunk or something.
Yeah,
like have it in your notes, and you're like, "What?
Right?
Fucking Grandpa's garage? What the fuck?"
Yeah, what is that? What does that mean?
Refrigerator and garage. Why am I writing that down?
And it might have been incredible. We just don't remember it right.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I'm sure, dude. If I wrote it down at the time, I'm like, "This is genius." But if I would have, I'm gonna have to start taking voice notes. But I know that like hearing drunk me say it, and be like, this is the dumbest shit
Yeah.
I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Writing is so hard, man. I here recently I've tried to do the Louie method of just if I have an idea, I just jot down something to make so I know what it was,
Yeah.
and then try to work it out on stage. But it's tough to do at at the level I'm at in stand up. I'm doing mics and I'm doing showcases where
Yeah.
I'm either doing comedy in front of mostly comedians, or maybe there's a crowd, but it's like a kind of a tough situation, or I'm doing a showcase where I can't afford to take a lot of risks.
Right.
So like figuring out new stuff, it's tougher. It takes a long.
Yeah, you get that mic grind going. Right
Oh,
now,
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
That's a fucking.
It's brutal. But
How are the mics now? I mean, I go to them still. But
yeah, there's good ones. I mean,
how's the one that you're going to later?
well, Cole's usually has a crowd.
Oh yeah, it's always that's where it started.
Yeah, and then Easy Bar is usually mostly comics, but it's good. It's a good one.
Yeah, well, they got a good happy hour.
Oh yeah, okay. I didn't know that.
Half off everything.
Oh shit, that's not bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
I don't know if they still do it
It's
since the pandemic, but
it's nice that because I'm coming from Nashville, the options were limited, for open mics and stuff like that. Whereas here there are so many.
yeah, my wife did some open mics down there.
Oh yeah,
My sweet baby girl,
yeah.
who we
Nice.
talked about the other day.
Oh yeah. I remember that. That was funny. Oh shit. I got to piss. I've been
Right.
trying to hold this off for a while,
All right,
so I guess we'll go ahead and wrap it up.
that sounds
But-
good to me.
Yeah, this was fun, man. I really appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, of course. Thanks
Yeah,
for
man.
having me, dude.
We got to do it again sometime.
Yeah. Bye, guys. How do you
See-
end this? You just go bye.
Yeah, I haven't figured that out yet. We'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time.
All right.
Fucking riff your guitar.